Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Be Honest podcast. Today I'm super excited to welcome JoJo and Dayra, the duo behind the Les Chat podcast. They're content creators, storytellers, and powerful voices celebrating Latinas and the LGBTQIA plus experiences. You guys have real conversations. You guys are just so authentic, and that's why you guys are on my podcast. I just love you guys. Anyways, I'm so excited to have you guys on. So, everyone, welcome JoJo and Dayra.
Thank you. You gotta say your intro. Oh, what's my intro? Ooh. Oh, yeah. What's up, y'all? It's JoJo and Dayra. Ooh.
I want us to start with some fun icebreakers, kind of get us, in the groove. So, I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Okay. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Er,
Who's the yapper and who's the listener in the relationship?
she's the yapper. I feel like you're the
Yeah,
yap.
yeah.
I feel like you're the yapper though sometimes, and I just listen. I
You're
think
the predominant yapper.
I think for our everyday life, I am the yapper,
Yeah.
but sometimes I feel like it's more like complaining or like venting. Like it's like
Okay.
I always have something that comes up, and I'm
So
like, can you believe this happened?
you're like more vocal with the problems that you're having. Like you're the one that'll be straight up
Right.
and talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who fell first and who fell harder?
That's a good question.
Is there?
You go first.
I'm
I
gonna
f
I'm gonna say it was me.
Of course you are.
No,
Okay,
you
so
don't
you
agree?
fell first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think that?
I also was the one who told you I loved you first. So,
Oh, okay, that's true.
I mean, that was no that was no question.
So, Jojo, are you saying you fell first and fell harder, or you fell first?
You know, I don't want to take the cake completely.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna share a piece with her.
got you.
Um, but if I had to, yeah, I'd take the whole cake. So I would say both. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Love that. Which one of y'all would survive longer on a reality competition show and why?
Oh my God, JoJo, for sure. We
Okay,
talk
why?
about this all the time. We talk about this all the time. I'm like, you just gotta go. Like, I'm sure you're gonna win. Like, people are gonna love you. Like, and she's strong too. Like, she, could go to the gym and lift a bunch of weights. I'm pretty weak, so I feel like if it came down to it, you would win for sure.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean,
She knows it too. Like,
I'm also a really entertaining being, so
There you go.
right.
It's the best of both
why
worlds.
not?
Have you
Right.
have you ever heard of The Challenge? It's like the TV show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong.
See, but there's people on there that they aren't like athletes. Like they go on there to just I mean, I don't know. I mean, my partner, she's obsessed with The Challenge. It's been on since like early
A long
2000s.
time. Yeah.
So long. And there's people on there that aren't really athletic, but they like do the damn thing. So like if you're athletic, if you already have that, I'm sure you'll be chilling.
You have to make it to a show first to
That's
get
true.
invited
Well,
to the
you have
spot.
to apply first. That's how it works.
Yeah, but most of the people on the challenge come from like a different show. So I gotta start somewhere.
Oh,
I need
okay,
a
okay.
platform to get my shit started.
That's true. No, and honestly, that's true. A lot of people, I think you literally have to be on a reality TV show to get on the challenge. So, yeah.
Oh.
What's one thing people assume about you as a lesbian couple that is like completely wrong?
Well, wrong.
That I wear the pants.
Okay. And you know what's funny? It's usually
That's
always
not
the
me.
more feminine presenting one that like runs the shit.
Right. That's my man and I love her.
Period. I want to talk about y'all's upbringing, coming out story, just kind of all of it. So where did you guys both grow up and what was your childhood like environment like?
So I was born in Puerto Rico, and then I moved to Dominican Republic Then I came to the US and I think I was like 5. And I was raised in Passaic in Jersey. And the people say Passaic, but it's Passaic. Um, it was,
I'm people.
like low income, whatever. And I really didn't see too many gay girls growing up. I feel like it was like maybe when I got to high school I did, and there was only like 2 girls in literally the whole high school. Mind you, my high school was pretty big.
Okay.
Like I graduated with over 600 people.
Okay.
I was still straight, went to college straight, and then it was after college that I was more comfortable in, I guess, giving it a chance and giving it a shot. I feel like when you're femme presenting, it's not as easy to meet people because people don't know that you like girls, and I feel like it was also something that I was fighting internally
Hmm.
because I just kept dating guys because it was just easier.
Yeah.
And then I came out when I was like 24, 25.
Okay.
But at that point, I was already like living on my own. So I felt comfortable enough to come out to my parents because I wasn't living with them. So I was really scared because growing up, my mom just very strict, and one day she found a picture of my older sister kissing her friend who was also a girl. But my older sister is not gay. She's just like one of those girls that like very like comfortable with her friends, and like they just had a picture kissing. Like it really didn't mean anything. It wasn't her girlfriend or anything. My mom flipped out, kicked her out of the house. So I was literally pretty young at that point. I was probably like 14, 15. So I
Mm.
was like, oh, this is like never gonna happen. Like the way that she reacted was really crazy and scary. So picked my sister out. Mind you, she wasn't gay. It was just a picture. And like that's something that I always remember.
Yeah.
So one night I was like with my friend, we were drinking wine, and I literally had so many drinks like in my house. And I was, I'm just gonna text them a really long text message coming out. But the way I came out was a little crazy too because I said, like I'm gay, I have a girlfriend, and I'm moving in with her when my lease is up. And I'm
Okay.
moving to South Jersey, which is an hour and a half away. So I know it was like a lot because it was just like something after something after something. But I'm the type of person, it's like if I'm gonna tell you something, I'd rather just rip the bandage and just tell you all at once.
Yeah.
And my stepdad was like very accepting. He was crying because it was something that he wishes I didn't feel bad about, and like um he was happy for me, like he wasn't upset or anything. My mom was like she said she was fine with it, but I feel like it was still like a little bit weird for her.
Hmm.
And I could sense that when like she finally met my parents, my dad, I feel like he was acting cool. And she was like, she just kept looking at you. And I'm like, what are you looking at? Like in my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, because she's so beautiful, right? Like I'm like, she's so beautiful. Like I don't understand why you keep staring at her, like making her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I always remember that. But yeah, I feel like coming out as an adult is a little tricky. I told my friends, but I didn't tell other people. I just posted a picture on social media, and it was what it was. And
Yeah.
a lot of people commented on it and they were shocked, but whatever.
Whatever. They can
So long
fucking get
story
over it.
short, that was just coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
was. Whenever I came out, it was like I just like posted a picture. You know what I mean? And it's like, because and I respect people that want to have those big coming out like posts and like, they want to make it this big thing. Great. That's amazing, for them. But to me, I'm like, there's no need in that because like it shouldn't be this big thing. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be this big thing where I have to be like I'm with a girl because do hetero couples do that? You know what I mean? But I also understand why people want to have like a big coming out because it's like, we are a marginalized group. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Yeah.
JoJo, you, how was your upbringing and everything?
Okay. So it all started on this fine day of um I grew up in a house full of 4 boys. Was it 4? Yeah, like 4 boys. I'm the only girl out of all my siblings. So you can imagine where I get my tomboy vibe from. And I grew up with my parents together for a while. I'm from South Jersey. Um, Probably around say like 14, middle school. I think it was like 8th grade. I had my first little encounter with a friend at the time. Um, that we got into, a little kissing session or whatever, and I was like, oh, like homegirl, laid one on me. And I was like, what's going on? I didn't like I guess I always had thoughts of like, oh, like I was one of those girls who I thought other girls were pretty.
Hmm.
Um, to the point where it was like, damn, she's so pretty, like I wish I looked like her type shit.
Hmm.
And then come to find out, it wasn't that I wish I looked like her. I just wanted to kiss her too.
Yeah.
Thought she was cute. So yeah, I was like 14 when that happened. And then, me and that person became really good friends. And obviously she was a little bit more like forward and, progressive with her outing. I was a little bit more slower. I got into high school about freshman year. I found a little bit more of a community in a sense of like other girls liking girls.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, so this shit's not weird. Like this is a thing. Bet like I'm about to be out here. Um, so honestly, like those high school years where you're like, find a boyfriend and you try to be the popular girl. I was complete opposite. That was not my journey. My journey was I need to find the girls who like the girls. If not, I'm gonna be the girl that the girls like. So let's
Period.
let's figure it out. Um, my family, I didn't really tell them. Like I told probably like my siblings and my dad mainly because um I didn't feel like not that I didn't feel like they were important, but I felt like they were gonna be the dark to kick in. They were gonna love me for who I am. Didn't matter. They did give me a hard time about it, but again, I didn't care. I was like, whatever, you have your opinion, but it is what it is. I really cared about what my mom thought, and I also have a gay uncle, which is her brother. So I kind of played off of like her reaction to like his coming out and my best friend's coming out. Um, and her thing was always like, at the end of the day, like, I don't like that's your life. We all have our own sins to like, answer for. It is what it is. Like, God didn't make Adam and Steve, it's Adam and Eve, but who am I to judge? So, so I always thought, she's still loving so and my uncle, but I just don't know how it is when it comes to your own child. So I stalled for a really long time. I had a whole first girlfriend for like 3 years before she even knew like I was officially gay. I've been outed many times to her by my siblings, by friends of the family, yeah. But not once did she confront me about it. She waited until I was ready. And I would say I officially came out to my mom. I won't even say came out, but I think when I started dating Dayra, I was like, all right, this is my girlfriend.
Hmm.
And that was the first time, I guess, that I officially came to her and was like, all right, like, yeah, I'm gay. Like, all the accusations were true. And here it is. I bring you a pretty face to save me from whatever shit you're about to give me.
That's so funny. Whenever you guys did fully come out, Dyra, I know you said your mom freaked out whenever she saw that picture of your sister kissing a friend.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry if you've already said this, but when you came out, was it a big deal to your mom as well? Like did your mom freak the fuck out? I know you came out when you were older, but how is the relationship now with your family?
I love her parents. They're amazing. Me and her mom were so similar. It's so funny. I feel like, and she always says it. She's like, "Oh my God, you remind me of my mom." And I'm like, "No, I don't." Like,
You're like,
stop
don't say
saying that.
that.
You dating my mother. Like she says that all the time. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But I could see like the similar traits that we have in common. Um, and her dad is great too. Like we have a really good relationship. And Georgia's like really cool with my family as well. They love her. Everybody loves her. Like we spent some holidays together and everything was cool.
Okay, good. So y'all's relationship with each other's family and y'all's own, it's not like this weird, it's not weird. It's like everyone is okay with how you guys are.
Yeah. I say like with my family are like we're not I don't want to use the word proper, but we're not like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like we're a real like laid back type of family.
Okay.
So where, talk shit, pick on each other, like tough love type family. So I feel like me and my family have always been cool. And then when she came around, it was just like, oh, okay, like that's if that's you, then we're gonna respect her and show her love and respect too.
At first I was like, why they're so mean to each other, low key. Like they
Sarah's
be
like, I'm
talking crazy.
scared.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you can tell like the relationships, like the families are definitely different. Like they're all like, oh, hugs, kisses, hee hee, ha ha, very soft, gentle with one another, and we're like, yeah, fuck off. If you touch me again, we're gonna fight. But I love you.
Yeah, that's so
yeah.
funny. Do you guys have any family members that you've had to like cut off? Like, and I'm not meaning like parents, but like aunts, I don't know, grandparents. Because unfortunately, like in the queer communities, this is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that you have to cut off because of them just being fucking homophobic assholes. So have you guys had anyone that you just have had to like love from a distance because you just know their view of you guys?
I don't know, we're like smiling as after the discussion
You're
because
like,
it just
yes.
dawned on me that actually is both my aunts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, you said both of
Oh,
y'all's aunts?
yeah, like
Yeah,
her aunt and my aunt.
yeah.
And
Damn.
it
Happened.
like yeah, it was just one of these nights where things were heightened, but and people started calling each other names and she called me like she said transsexual. She said transsexual. So I'm like, number one, are you calling me like trans? Because if so, that's literally not an insult. Like if anything, compliment because trans people are beautiful.
Yep.
And two, did you mean like homosexual?
Yeah.
Like get your terms right. But honestly, girl, like when she said that, I just blocked her because I was like, okay, like this is how you really feel. And like maybe in
Mhm.
the future, I love her. Maybe in the future we could have a relationship again. But any names of the like don't call me any names trying to
Yeah.
make it an insult. Um Especially when you know that I'm like the only gay one in the family. Like I already feel a little like an odd individual in the family and then you're gonna say that word. Like I just felt like it was just like she said it trying to insult, not like a
Yeah, like
joke or
she
anything. It was like
had malicious intent behind it. She was trying to like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I was like, don't like that. Still cool with my cousin, like no drama there. And yeah, maybe in the future we can reconnect. But I was like, I need to cut you off for a little bit because I didn't like that. And
See,
same
but
with her aunt.
oh, really? See, we'll get into you, Jojo, I promise. I just had a thought and I will forget about it. Um, See, and I've already forgot about it. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, 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 totally fine. It's okay. This happens all the time. Um, I think that's like the main thing that makes me like really fucking I'm done is when someone uses like someone's sexuality, someone's race, someone's disability, whatever, as an insult. It's like, how can you come back from that? You know, because it's like this person, and I'm not trying to talk shit about your aunt. Hopefully, this isn't. I'm just saying in general. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, you like that's how you view me. You know what I mean? Like that was an insult. You know, and it shows that to them trans people like are gross to them, or like they have a negative view of them. That's why they were trying to call you that, to offend you. Anyways, yeah, that would have pissed me off as well, because it's like, why do you think that's an insult? Why are you trying to insult me by saying that? It just kind of shows like how they view the community. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, how do we come back from that? You know what I mean?
And
Anyways.
the way I saw it too is like if you feel like that about your own niece that you love and care for so much, how do you feel about my partner? Because I thought everything was really cool. So I don't know. I feel like I get like sometimes when you're upset, you do some name calling. Um, but I just feel like why is that the first thing that came to your mind? I feel like you could have called me anything else. You could call me a bitch. You could have called me like I don't know anything.
Yeah.
To say that, I just feel like it was like, "Oh, that's how you view me," because it just came out so quick. Yeah, it was in a voice note too, like, I don't know, it was tragic.
Tragic. Yeah, a voice note is crazy.
So yeah.
At
All
least
right,
yours was
Jojo.
directed like to you.
Yeah, it was directly to me.
So like my situation was not a direct like voice note sent to my phone. Mine was like so how do I explain this? My aunt on my dad's side was going through something with my cousin. Um there was like a situation, I guess, in relation to the whole, sexuality thing, whatever. I've been out for a really long time. Obviously they know, this is my girlfriend, been with her for the last like 4 or 5 years. She's been to family functions. I've had a prior you know, relationship that had been around my family. Like this is nothing new. This is if anything, this is old news. Like at this point people just should forget that I'm gay because it's not the fun fact anymore.
Yeah.
So they had something going on, I guess, where the mom wasn't having it. Her homophobia really came out and it came out strong. Um, so this is again earlier when I said, parents are all cool with the shits until it's their kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what it was, they were cool with me. Everybody comes, give me hugs, kisses and shit. And then, when it hits a little close to home for them, uh, all shit breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what the situation was. And then it, got to my mom where my mom and, my aunt were having a conversation and my aunt was literally just giving my mom shit about it. And basically at some point came out her mouth, I guess, calling me a bitch and like something about your gay daughter. I don't know, like don't fucking come around type shit. Yeah, crazy, right? Right. Yeah. Imagine my mother on the other side of that phone. Like, my mom's a crazy. That girl, the temper is out of this world. So, so my mom having that conversation with her, like, and this lady on the other phone, other, side of the line talking crazy. My mom's like, bet, like, you know where I'm at. Pull up.
Oh my
I've been wanting to fight you all
god.
your life, girl.
Oh
Pull
my
up.
Wait, and this
Um,
is your mom's sister.
no, this is
Girl.
my dad's sister.
Oh, the
To which my mom, so
audacity.
like, right, my mom and like my dad have like they haven't been together for years now, but prior they were together for a long time. But they grew up in the same area, so like some of their life is kind of intertwined within the people that they know. So
Yes.
my mom has known my like dad's sisters for years before they got together type shit. So, I guess they had like a cool relationship, whatever, but this is a lifetime after and now you're coming crazy and you're talking out your mouth because you're mad about your situation at home.
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom told me that, I was like, this is actually crazy, right? Like I'm not surprised. I take it as like it's never been a threat or anything to me. So what I don't give a fuck. 'Cause, I've always been a person in my family that didn't give a fuck what people thought, and I've always tried to be as true to myself as I could because I've seen so much of people not be themselves that
Yeah.
it eats you alive.
Yeah.
That's my family tragedy story.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've had family before in the past that I had an uncle. He is like this army veteran, like Trumpy yeehaw motherfucker. Okay. He's like just just not he's just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? And so um I was on Facebook and I had a recent partner, or a not recent, previous partner, and I posted her, of course, because I'm like, hello, this is who I'm with. And this happened a long time ago, but he was like in the comments, like being like, you're fucking disgusting. Like, I can't even imagine like two women fucking. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's probably the first thing you look up when you're on Pornhub. Like,
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean?
Like,
I'm
cut.
like, shut your fucking mouth.
Cut.
Anyways, he went
Uh-huh.
crazy. He was like going off and he was just horrible. And then my grandma, that's also a Trump loving yeehaw, was like liking all of his stuff. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Anyways, so yeah, I cut both of them off. Like, literally cut both of them off. Don't talk to them. I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like whenever they make it seem like who I am is like disgusting, or like, they say shit like that. I'm like, there's no going back. It's different if they have questions and they may sound ignorant, but they're actually wanting to learn. I'm like, okay, we can, like, that might have been a little ignorant, but I get it because you live in like fucking nowhere, like Alabama. So it's like, I get you want to like learn. I respect it, but when it's like disrespectful and they're just like coming at who you are, I'm like, I don't know if it's the tourist in me, but I'm like, I don't fuck with that. Like, if you do that, like, I can cut people off so quick. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna. And it's like, why do I? People always say like, it's family. Like, don't cut them off. And I'm like, I hear what they're saying and like the meaning behind it, but it's also like, it doesn't matter if it's family. Like, if they're being fucking disrespectful and you know what I mean? It's like, just cut them off. Just cut them off.
Right.
That's my hot take.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, so it's crazy and it's sad because a lot of people in this community, we have to unfortunately cut family off. Anyways, I can talk about that forever. Okay, looking back now, what would you tell your younger selves during, the time of you coming out, figuring yourself out? And was it like mentally a struggle? Like, were you guys like, I'm scared to come out? Like, I'm not gay, like internalized homophobia?
I would say the message to my younger self. Um, I just say keep going, girl. You got it. Like you cool. I don't think that I ever had I'm very big on not regretting things.
Hmm.
I think my path, and maybe it's different for me because I, you know, explored and like started my journey so young. Like, baby girl, you got it, you doing it, keep doing it, and that's it. As far as like mental struggles, I would say I did have some moments of like that internalized homophobia. Um, and I think that I struggled with that um like in my early or like later high school years when I got into my first relationship, only because it was like not only was it my first gay relationship, but it was my first relationship period. So that was like a lot
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like, but it was just like, okay, this is my first relationship where in high school, you wouldn't be all out here lovey dovey and da da da. But for me, it was like, cool, I want the lovey dovey and out here, but now I'm a girl dating another girl. So I fought myself with that for a while where like I was a person who was secretly like I was only physical behind closed doors type shit. Like
Okay.
touchy feely, like let's not hold hands. I don't know how people feel. I still don't know how I feel. I still feel like it's kind of like weird. I'm not comfortable with it yet. Meanwhile, the person I was dating at the time was very out here, didn't care. Like, um, so I think I fought with that for a little bit. But outside of that, I think I've done all right.
Period.
Like that. I would say to myself, I did have a lot of like internal struggle mentally, before coming out, like for a couple years, and it was like eating at me. And when you see movies and things like that, like, so we watched Heated. I was like,
Heated rivalry.
yeah, I don't know if you've seen the show yet. It's about these two hockey players that are gay, and they're like competing with each other, whatever. One of them didn't come out yet, and I told Jojo, I was like, I remember those times where I was just in a bad mood because I felt like I was like living a double life, and I wanted to tell them, but at the same time, I didn't know how they would react. So it just literally just put me in a bad mood. Like I can't describe it. So I wish that I would have came out earlier, but I feel like in order to do that, I wish that when I was like in college, and maybe like in grad school, to just like put myself out there and try to like talk to a girl or date a girl. I feel like I didn't put myself out there. I didn't go to gay clubs. I feel like I just kept going to the same places where you just meet like straight guys. And um I feel like if I was in a gay space, maybe I would have met somebody, but I just felt like I kept putting myself in these straight places and just like meeting people. And I remember my last year of like my senior year, I was graduating college and I went to like this bar that we would always go to and I met a guy. And then I was gonna move to Miami, which I did. And then we got into a relationship and I'm like, I look back at that and I'm like, why did I do that? Like, why? And like honestly, like he's never gonna listen to this, but like that was probably one of the most tragic relationships ever. Like sexually, it was just not there. And I was like, this is a long distance relationship. Like I hate that for me. Um, like physically and mentally, I feel like it just wasn't, it was just someone to have, I guess. But I'm like, I didn't need that. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I should have just been single, lived my best life in Miami, and maybe you could have explored a little bit more. And I didn't get the chance to do that, which is fine. But it just it's that delay. It's like I was delayed
Mhm.
because I just kept going to places where I was comfortable at.
Yeah, and
You gotta go yeah.
your mom had that reaction to your sister, so I'm sure you were just scared. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I get it.
right. Yeah, exactly.
How did you guys meet?
Yeah, via TikTok. So funny, right? So I was on TikTok and it's scrolling away and then she came up and it was a video of her saying like that she was looking for her future wife.
JoJo.
Blasey, blasey, looking for my future wife. So I was like, oh, let me follow her. Then I was like, let me follow her Instagram. And I saw that she was from Jersey. And I'm like, oh, like I've never seen this girl. Not saying that I know everybody, but I just feel like sometimes upstate Jersey is a little like, close circle. And sometimes you just know of people. So I started following her and she ended up following me back. So that was like, I guess what happened. The one in a million. Oh my God. Okay.
So you guys started following each other, and then who made, I guess, like, yeah, I guess who made the first move? I guess Dyra, you kind of made the first move by following JoJo, but like who reached out? Like, how did y'all start talking?
So after she followed me, I ended up following her back. Forgot I followed her until one day, I think like a couple days later, she posted a story. And I was like watching stories and hers came up and I'm like, who is this? You know who it was? It was like a mirror picture. I think she had just moved into her spot. Like she had a mirror and she's just sitting on a chair taking a little picture. And I was like, oh, okay, who's Daddy Long Legs? Cause she's tall. So I'm like, okay, like she's in these shorts, whatever. It was a cute little. So I'm like, yeah, who's this? So I go to her page and like I'm looking, and her page don't got much going on. It's a lot of like, it's few pictures, but it's like not. It was like pictures of like I don't know, pictures of things. Yeah, pictures of things, or like a side view of her. But so I was a little skeptic because I was like, I need to see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have Instagram for a whole year and then I got it back during the pandemic because I needed to focus on getting this master's and I feel like social media was just so distracting. So that was also why I was against downloading TikTok. So I was pretty late to the game too.
Okay.
And I didn't have much pictures to post, so I was just posting pictures of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, But I read her bio. Her bio said Jersey too. It was like she's a Virgo. She's got a master. I'm like, damn, like she qualified. And then I thought she was like an older gal. So I was like, oh, I'm getting me a sugar mama. Like,
Oh,
this is it. Nah, but I was like, maybe it's time for me to, get to my grown woman shit. So none of those things were it. I ended up DMing her. I don't remember what I said. I think I liked it. She didn't say anything.
yeah.
I think she liked it. Something like that. And then I was like, okay, like, no, I don't get a hi, a hey, a thank you, nothing. So whatever, let it go. Probably like a day or two later, she posted something, a nice picture. She was like in the city or something. It was a nice view. So I sent words this time. And I was like, oh, that's a nice view or whatever. Now she responds and says something. And then from there, we just like, ran off with it, ran into the sunset.
Oh,
And
that's
went
cute.
on our first date like a week later.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
like lesbians, we move so quick. Like I feel like with
Yeah.
straight relationships, it like takes them a second to go on their first date. Like me and my partner, we matched on Hinge and we went on a date like 2 days later. Like I feel like going on a date a week after you guys met, I feel like to straight people, it's like, damn, that's quick. But to lesbians, we're like, no, like this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Agree. Like, what are we waiting
But
for?
you also got right. It's like okay, well, I need to know up front what we got. Like, is this worth pursuing? Are we pursuing something, or do I gotta slide? So
Exactly.
it should be like our go. Like all this text messaging back and forth for 6 months, it's not gonna cut it.
Exactly.
You're wasting time.
Hmm.
Right. No, I agree. I'd rather just meet them to see like what I'm getting myself into
Yeah.
before I waste my time with the texting and with the FaceTime calls. Like, do they look how they look? Like, but we FaceTime before we met in person too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I just want to make sure that you're not like, scamming me,
Yeah.
like you're,
Yeah.
trying to like, kidnap me. So like, let's FaceTime. And I make sure that when we FaceTime, like I didn't have any makeup on because that's the other thing with me. Like, you have to like me for who I am, and like I like makeup, and I do think that it enhances like beauty, whatever. But I'm like, if they don't like me how I look with no makeup, then I just feel like we're wasting our time as well because I'm not gonna be wearing makeup 24/7 around you. It's
Yeah.
just not gonna happen.
Fuck that. Yeah. No.
So, yeah, we had like a quick minute FaceTime call
Cute.
to like
That's, I feel like the
make sure I
FaceTime
was well.
calls are a necessity. A necessity, just to make sure everything is kind of there. You can kind of feel the vibe through the FaceTime as well. If you aren't like clicking, if it's awkward, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of tell, that's like the indicator. Like should we meet or not?
Yeah, some people could be a little awkward.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. Um, so when you guys first went on y'all's date, or like when you guys met each other for the first time, whatever, whenever that was, what was y'all's first impression of each other?
Well, I feel like for me it was hard because like she was already on TikTok, like blowing up on TikTok and posting a lot of like videos, thirst trap, all that. So I was like, oh, this girl's crazy. This was,
She thought I was a fuckboy.
I said she's probably like a fuck girl, like whatever, like we're just having fun, like, you know, let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
I thought obviously she was beautiful.
Hmm.
And she was a little shy though, like when she got in the car. I feel like we were quieter in person. Yeah.
I mean, first of all, the fact that she drove and I was a passenger princess, I was like, whoa. So I actually drove up to her. She lived like 2 hours away. But the for me, I pulled up like when I was getting to her apartment or whatever. I pulled up and she was standing outside in front of her car. She was like, "Oh, like pull up and I'll move the car. You can park here." So
Yeah, because there's never parking.
that.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous.
So when I pulled up, I rolled down the window and I'm like, "Yo, I think you're in my spot." And she like does this little and flips her hair, and I'm like, "Oh my!" I pull out my window real quick and I'm like, oh my God, like this girl fire, and like long hair. She's got this little cute blazer with this V, like one Z. Oh, I don't know, it was cute. She was just mad cute. And then I got in the car and it probably settled in, like, oh shit, I, I'm sitting next to this girl in her car. She gonna kidnap me? Is it like, how's this gonna go? But we had a good time, and I enjoyed her company a lot. And I remember we sat outside and she like was touching my hand, but I was like, I have really bad sweaty hands. Ask her if she holds them now. She doesn't.
No, they're like,
Um,
it's terrible.
but I had like told her like, yo, like my hands get really sweaty and that. She's like, I don't care. She touches it. I'm like, oh, you're hitting my heart. She's like rubbing my back. So like, I say this to just say, she brought the lover girl out of me. And I thought like she was a comfort for me. I feel like I had never felt before.
Oh.
I could sit here and praise her all day, but I'm not.
Okay, moving on then. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's cute though. That's real cute. So I want us to talk about y'all's platform, social media, all that stuff. Jojo, you were already posting on TikTok. You were already kind of like, getting followers, all that stuff. But when did you guys both decide to share y'all's relationship like publicly online, like start an Instagram and like a TikTok and all that stuff?
Yeah, so we were about a year and a half in. When I sat down, I was like, listen, like, you know, I want to get into like social media, but in a different way. Like, I mean, outside of a couple page and stuff. Um, I guess it was something that I always wanted to do. I just couldn't figure out like how me and social media really like fucked with each other, you know? Because I'm not the one to be like, oh, like I need to like, especially in this era now of like people just posting things that just, are just so perfect and not aesthetically pleasing life and how everybody's stepping on. Um, I wanted something where it's like I could like be myself, talk my shit, and you know just have fun, and how I could do that in a way where I could obviously like we could do that together, where it was comfortable enough for her as well. So, obviously again the whole couple page and like getting on YouTube and stuff, because YouTube, I grew up on YouTube. So for me it was like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how. I didn't have like I guess the motivation at the time, whatever. So it was always something that I fought with. But I sat down with her and I forget how we came up with the idea of a podcast. But I was like, that's great. Like, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could talk about our experiences. I feel like I have many things that I could like put out there. You have experience, you have knowledge, like, especially just us going through our journey together. I feel like that's, like that's great. So I was like, yo, like I want to be the person that I needed when I was younger. And I feel like this would be the best way to do that
Mm-hmm.
for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to listen? I don't know, but we could try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's how we ended up with Let's Chat.
Period.
Yeah.
It's crazy because when I started my podcast, I was wanting to call it Les Chat, Lez, Les Chat, Les Chat. That's what I was wanting to do. And for some reason, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. And so I came up with Let's Be Honest. But I thought about doing Les Chat, so it's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's
And then social media, just in general, like Instagram. When did y'all start y'all's Instagram together?
So Instagram was kind of like uh the side thing to like our podcast. So when we had started the YouTube page and like posting on platforms of the podcast, we were like, we need to let's make a page for like our clips. People like visuals. She's like really good at editing, so it was just like, all right, like I'll do clips of episodes
Mm-hmm.
and put it out there so it gets us out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where like our page with Instagram and TikTok came about. It was mainly like short clips of like episodes that we put out. And then honestly, like within the last year or two, we kind of just redirected it to more like if you look at all the older videos, it's a lot of like the clips from older episodes. Because we kept that there because we feel like, they're good videos.
Yeah.
But now we've done more outside of like just regular post or like our queer vacation post, like make it a little bit more personal and not just podcast based.
Yeah.
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 Kind of like transitioning it into just like lifestyle content,
Hmm.
couple content, kind of, but like the problem with me and JoJo is that we're very authentic, and I feel like a lot of the times, this not to throw shit on anybody, you have to like really like put in the work to make funny videos and put the camera up, and I don't know. And we also have very opposite schedules. So I feel like what we post is literally what we post. Like we will edit it and post it, but it's not something that we are doing every day, even though we should, just to get out there. But yeah, it was just kind of like it started off for the podcast. And now that we stopped doing the podcast, we're just transitioning into like regular content.
Yeah.
And yeah. Mhm. Oh, and also obviously we go on less chat vacations, I would
Hmm.
say. We partner with Chobo Trip, and we went to Thailand and Bali with a lot of people who listen to the podcast, which was an amazing experience because I feel like obviously without the podcast, we wouldn't have been able to do that. And it's so special because we are very close to those people now, and a lot of them do live like nearby. So at this point, we see them like every month, and we're always celebrating somebody's birthday. It's like we did a friends mix, we went to the Poconos, and we really have like intertwined with each other's lives, and it wouldn't have been possible like without the podcast.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy how all of that works. And it's crazy how like you just start a podcast and it's like it just takes off from there, you know? It's super super cool. Um
Yeah.
Whenever you guys started to, I guess, I mean, you started the podcast and that's with you guys, you know, it's kind of like you guys are putting your relationship out there. On top of that, Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, all the stuff that you guys were doing together, were you guys ever nervous? Like, okay, social media can be like really fucking mean. Like, let's be cautious of like putting our relationship out there. Like, did you guys have any hesitation with that or are y'all just like, fuck it, I don't care?
I don't think we gave it much thought. It was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, let's do it."
Yeah.
And then and I think that maybe most people who start something, um, don't give it that much thought until it starts happening and,
Yeah.
like, a video goes viral, and unfortunately, it will land on, like, somebody's For You page that shouldn't be watching that, and we do get a lot of hate comments. I mean, now not so much. I think we got a lot of hate comments with the podcast, which is why we did stop doing clips at one point. And it was just like we have an episode, you can go listen to it, type of thing. And then we just stopped doing videos, and then we just stopped doing the podcast. But that wasn't really the reason. It would get to us. I did post a video not too long ago of like a bunch of negative comments that we get. Because I don't think people realize, like, we do get a lot of love, but we also do get a lot of hate. And, people are just, like, rude, mean, uneducated, aren't used to the type of content that we post, just always have something negative to say. And with the gay stuff, it's fine. But then when they started coming at like us and like how we look, how we speak, that's when I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, you don't have to continue watching this if you don't like who I am. Like, and even then, it's like I feel like people who commented those things, like, why do they talk like that? And like, you just don't know our accent. Like, it's like I don't know what to tell you. Like, we're from Jersey. We're like, for me, English isn't my first language. And I'm like, you must be like literally from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Or like they'll comment on like JoJo, like asking like if she's a guy or a girl. Like it's like just stupidity,
Yeah.
truly, because you know what it is, but you just want to be a smart ass.
And most of the people
Um,
literally are in like the butt fuck of nowhere and they're just ignorant and they just literally are in their little circle. They're just not exposed to the outside. Like it's crazy that people have commented on y'all's the way y'all look, the way you guys speak, y'all's accent, like what the fuck? Like it literally, it's like I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah, I would like you didn't have to say that. Like you could just literally keep scrolling. My thing is like these are also accounts that don't have pictures, don't have posts.
y-
Like you just come on to troll. So it's like I can only imagine what you look like.
you're like
So
send me a picture of yourself.
yeah, right, exactly. Like, don't come trying to shit on my parade because one, it ain't gonna work. Two, like you're mad you could never do this. You could never put yourself out there like that. And that's cool. This isn't for everybody, and that's great. But like again, like she said, like you can scroll. You didn't have to stop here. So for this to bother you in the way that it did, that says a lot. And that means you're fighting some shit. You have some demons, baby, and you should figure it out before you put it on me.
Period. And
Yeah.
it's like y'all are getting more what is it called? More like more exposure whenever people are commenting because it's making y'all's like videos, like so it's like keep commenting, keep sending it to your, your weird fucking friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like keep doing what you're doing because it's helping me. You know what I mean?
Literally, yes. Before, sometimes I would like screenshot it, post it in a story, and like clown them. And then like everybody who supports us will go and like clown them. And there's been pages that have to delete their page or like change their username. Also got a lot of fake pages of people trying to be like me. Like I don't understand that. It's so fucking strange.
That's a
I
compliment.
do. I know. I'm like, but we're like really like we're like micro creators. Like it's nothing crazy. Like we have regular jobs like everybody else. So yeah, there's just a lot of miserable people in the world. But honestly, no matter what you do, positive or negative, there's always gonna be someone that has something to say.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately.
And it's
But yeah.
always the people that don't have pictures on their Instagram. Or if they do, you go and you look and you're that checks out. You know what I mean?
You look crazy.
Yeah. It's like, okay, moving on. Like I don't care. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, so what do you guys, because you obviously put y'all's lives out there, you guys are very authentic. I feel like you guys put like everything out there, not everything. But how do you decide like what parts of your relationship to share on social media versus like keep private?
I get one comes down to like what do we see from other platforms or like couples. It's like, okay, cool, like everybody has their own I guess what is it, niche or whatever it is that like works for them or that, they feel like is a strong, you know, thing in their relationship. But I also feel like again to be different from others, like I think we just try to be authentic,
Yeah.
like just whatever's closest to ourselves and who we are off camera. Because, a lot of people, and whatever, if that works for you, that works for you, but not everybody is the same that they are on camera. And I feel like exactly who I am on this camera right now, talking to you, is exactly who I am once this camera goes off.
Yeah.
Yep. So I just feel like whatever we're comfortable with and we know is like, oh, this is something that I don't see
Hmm.
like out there, I'm gonna be that example because I know there are other people out there that are like this. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys, I feel like you guys kind of know what your followers like. You know what I mean? Like now you guys have a good amount of followers. Like you know what your people, like your followers want to see. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you guys kind of know y'all's niche now. So you know what to post and what not to post. So you guys said that you guys partner with Trova Trip. Did I get that right? Trova Trip. Um, when did you guys start posting travel content?
So before Choba trip, me and Jojo have traveled to like a couple of places and um we love traveling. Like one of our favorite trips is definitely Hawaii. We always say that Hawaii is like our town. But like we've been to like Mexico, Jamaica, Costa Rica. October trip, I guess we're like, okay, well, you guys travel, so like let's try to see if we could like make something happen. Uh, I remember I think we maybe had like 5,000 followers on Instagram. And they contacted us and they were like, "Oh, like, do you guys want to do a trip to Costa Rica?" And we're like, it's funny because we actually are planning on going to Costa Rica, for sure. Like, we don't mind doing it. Um, and it actually didn't end up working out because we needed a minimum number of people, and I think we were missing maybe like one or two. It just didn't work out, and that was fine.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, whatever. And they contacted us again when we had a little bit more followers, and they talked about like Thailand and Bali. And we're like, like we've always wanted to go there. So I think that would be like a good idea. And also it would be nice to be with a group of people and like they plan the whole thing. So less work for us. And like you have a personal driver and someone, a guide who's guiding you through everything. Especially when you don't speak the language, could be a little scary.
Mhm.
We're like, let's give it a chance. Let's give it one more chance. And surprisingly, like, they sold out. So we're like, "Oh, wow." Like, did not think that that was gonna happen because Thailand and Bali are so far, like, literally on a plane for, like, 19 hours, and then you have to take another plane.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh my god, like, who's willing to, like, travel across the world to meet people they've never met before?" Um And now we have another trip coming up, but I'm not 100% sure if it's still happening just because we are missing a couple numbers to hit that goal, but we're supposed to be going to Brazil.
What's something queer travelers need to consider that straight people don't?
Um, let's see. I think straight people do this too, but like I like you gotta travel with your toys, like whatever the, the case
Wait,
is.
what are we talking about right now?
When
Toys.
you travel,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you don't
Adult toys.
Okay,
adult
we're on the
toys.
same page. Just making sure.
Oh my god, I got scared. Yeah, I have seen like some funny videos on like social media where some like queer people travel with like a crazy, you know,
With their strap.
yeah, with their strap, and then they somehow open it. TSA is like in your business. I don't know how often that happens. I feel like maybe they're just trying to give you a hard time,
Yeah.
but just put it maybe like in the other bag. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, why do
Well,
you need it in your carry-on? Are y'all gonna like do it in the airplane? Like, I'm confused.
I think that's one thing, but I do think that some straight people get freaky like that. Like they
Yeah.
use toys. Um, what else?
I would say like just being aware of your surroundings,
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
especially as gay women.
Yeah.
Because like you don't know who's watching and what they trying to get into after seeing you with your partner.
Yeah.
You also don't know like what countries, especially if you're going to different countries, which makes sense to do some research upon, but like you don't know how accepting they are to your, the whole gay thing and a lot. I think things like that in terms of safety, especially because if you travel as just a woman, period, people realize, oh, I don't see no guys with them, like
Easy target type of thing.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's funny. Like I had posted a clip on our page. It was controversial. I had to literally limit the comments because it was a video of us and we were in Bali, I think.
We were in Bali.
And like I panned the camera to us and then I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna give me a kiss?" And obviously like to
I saw this.
kind of towards the area and she was like, "Girl, like they might, they might
Trying to
push
get
me
thrown
off
off the ledge.
this cliff." I
Mind
was
you,
like,
I
"Oh."
don't care. I'll kiss this girl anywhere, anytime, any place in front of who. But like I was like, hold up, because we in a whole nother country,
Right.
real far from home. Like I ain't been there
Right.
before. It's only day one. Like let me
Get
be
it.
And it was kind of like a joke because I'm usually not like PD.
yeah, she won't.
Like I'm the one that's like, girl,
Yeah.
like, I'm not about to fight people right now.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't want dirty looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, why would you want to kiss? Like you guys are gay and like, like you just never know who's looking. You have to respect the culture. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we felt very comfortable.
Yeah.
Very comfortable in Bali. Like literally like no drama also where we were, it was already a touristy area. So it was a lot of Americans left and right, a lot of Europeans. So I was like, I don't think we're like in their like hometown
Yeah.
where, regular people are walking by.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is something you have to watch out for. Which is another reason why I feel like the traveling with a group of queer people makes sense because you have that sense
Mhm.
of security and support. And it's like, like we're all here for each other. And when we go out, like it's a big group, like
Yeah.
who's gonna mess with us? So that's another reason why I love the fact that we did that because unfortunately not everybody gets to like travel in peace,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, I feel like the safety is the big one. I mean like straight people obviously they have to be aware of their surroundings and safety as well, but um yeah, especially when you are a queer couple and y'all are visibly together and people can tell, and when you're in a different country you do have to be aware of their culture, and it does suck that you have to like for example, like JoJo, she was like, no, like maybe not. Like, I don't want to like, get kidnapped or like, I get it. But it sucks that we have to do that. You know what I mean? Because most hetero couples wouldn't have to be aware of that. Like that part. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. But I heard that like Thailand and like most of the Asian countries are pretty accepting, right?
Very,
Yeah.
very.
That's
Yeah, we went to like um a drag show in Thailand. Like
yeah.
they were amazing.
Yeah.
God bless you.
What do you hope queer listeners feel after like going to y'all's Instagram, listening to y'all's old episodes, just like watching y'all's content?
I would hope that they get a good laugh. Hope that they see some representation um with being Latinas. Um, I'm here for all the laughs.
Yeah, just like you said, representation and um just like the advice aspect of it. I'm here to be your gay auntie from a distance, baby. So you got the questions to ask if we didn't answer them already. Like, just putting it out there. You feel me? Like, I'm here so you have something to relate to.
Yeah.
I'm very like to be what I needed, growing up.
Yeah.
So I just hope that that's how people who watch us feels like, damn, like, and we've had people who were like, thank you, like this means a lot to me, especially as like a baby gay or whatever, or like coming out later. So it's like that's what I want, just community, building community.
Hmm.
Yeah. We used to get a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting those questions or like those DMs where they're like thanking you, it's like you're like, okay, I'm actually doing something right. I mean, even though like you probably weren't questioning it, but it's like it puts things into perspective. You're like, oh, my funny videos that like, took 5 minutes to edit and we just posted, like it actually is like touching people, like it's making them feel like they are, it's a sense of community, like they feel like they're welcomed here. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger, and sometimes you don't realize it until you get the feedback from your people. You know what I mean?
Love the feedback.
Feedback, yes. Okay, guys, well, that's it. Is there anything fun coming up in the near future? I know you said Brazil possibly, but anything fun in 2026 that you guys want to let us know about?
You just never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we live life
On a fly.
a lo loco, just,
I like it.
living the vida loca.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully Brazil happens, and if Brazil doesn't, then maybe something else will happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is really the plan right now.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I know you guys are super busy doing the damn thing, so thank you guys so much for coming on.
Of course,
Thank you for having us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. It's been a long time since we've been on the screen, so
I know, so
good
crazy.
to know we still.
I hope it felt good. I hope it kind of like, brought back some nostalgia or something for y'all.
It did.
It did. Oh, maybe let's try to put back in 2026.
Oh my God.
Maybe we'll bring the pod back to life We
Hey,
just on a brief intermission, y'all. So
I'm
yeah.
here for it. I'm here for it. You guys heard it here first. If you guys want to drop your socials, let people know where to find you guys, go ahead.
Yes. So our couple page, if you want to follow that, is JoJo and Dayra. I don't think it's Let's Try anymore.
No, I think it's JoJo.Dayra.
Okay, JoJo.Dayra. And then um and then if you want to follow my personal or her personal, she's Dear Dayra, yeah.
Mhm.
And I am, that's a good question.
How you don't know?
Because
It's just
my handle been around for a long time. Oh yeah, mine's the long one. Mine's is Love Peace Bliss with 4 S's.
good
Period.
luck.
I'm hard to find and I like it that way.
Okay. Well, if they go to Dyra's page, I'm sure they'll find you. Well, for my listeners, I post every Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.